Everybody, and welcome to Star Nation Digest. I am Notes, and I'm here with the rest of the read. You guys, we're gonna pick up right here with, we have our Starseed Oracle messages for you all, which was boundaries and the Council of Light. Okay, so if you want to catch up to this point, please feel free to check out the link below and then come back here. All right, I'll be waiting on you. All right, so when it comes to working your, this is the Work Your Light Oracle. I haven't pulled from the Starseed. This is the Work Your Light Oracle when it comes to boundaries here. That's you in the center. And it's a lot of people pulling at your energy. And your ancestors, your galactic ancestors are saying, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, where do you need to establish better boundaries? All right. You could have you've grown since this situation. You could be preaching your purpose, and it shows through your growth and your evolution. All right, so the next card is Council of Light. This is everybody. This is your divine orchestration. This is of helpers here in subtle realms. So this is all the realms, and we were saying you have stars in the sky and stars in the ocean. So it could be galactic ancestors or aquatic ancestors that was coming through between land and sky. You're between worlds right now, realms. But you have a whole council of light. That's everybody. Them aliens, that's Jesus, that's Muhammad there, that's Buddha, that's Shiva, that's Mary, Guadalupe. It's all ISIS, that's all of them, right? The aliens, they all right here. Your council of light. They're working out of the sun's energy for you guys. So when it comes to boundaries, somebody could have been playing around in your spiritual waters. And somebody was supposed to monitor that space, but they kind of let a lot of people take advantage of your energy. And it was a spiritual abuse. Considered spiritual abuse. It was. But somebody was misled, and they were told that what they were doing was harmless to you, or you're going to be all right or whatever. It's kind of like going out on a drill, and you were supposed to use decoys or dummy bullets, but you end up using live rounds or real substances, and it does something very damaging to you. Destroyed the entire demonstration process because there was something that, like, somebody trusted somebody, was doing something right, and they messed them up, basically. Y'all saw that? And this person has been working with the divine. This starseed, this rising starseed, has been working with the divine. And they're learning to establish stronger boundaries when it comes to people having access to their energy field. Like, look at them. So this particular star nation is rising because they're fallen stars. I mean, we all fall short of God's glory, and that's why we find that light, and we are ignited by each other's light. The stars are guidance system, spiritual guidance system. So the question that your spirit family of light wants you to ask yourself is, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Because you're being called to create clearer boundaries. You could be the type that say yes when you really mean no, and that could lead to resentment, you know? And this is a spiritual act to do that. So know where others stand in your life, and ask yourself, what is it that you need? In this case, feeling included. It's like somebody played around, but it was for experimental evaluation. It's supposed to have been for experimental evaluation. But it was like they're coming in, this Council of Light is coming in by way of experiment and control, because somebody was trying to damage a star civilization, a rising star civilization. So the Council of Light sent in an experiment and control to show the determination of the type of cleanup that this was going to be. And this is where the sun energy, this is where Sagittarius energy, this is where the third house energy, this is like something is being, let's just see. They're asking you, oh yeah, she said there's more. She said there's more. Your mother didn't want you to have like this group. It's like the mother. Somebody was like, whoever the mothering energy was, or the matriarch or empress type energy, they didn't want you to have new acquaintances, new partnerships, new friends, unless they grew like you. I don't know how you grow. Maybe you grow on trees. Maybe you grow in bushes. Maybe you grow in bunches. I don't know. But they wanted somebody that was like, you can't be with them unless they grow like you or grew up like you or something like that, which is impossible. They said this is impossible because you didn't grow up like her and she didn't grow up like you. So that is clearly the boundary issue there to control. It's like there's somebody that's trying to control her fruit. Like you're trying to control her fruit. But you belong to God. And they said, did she not return you back to God? It's kind of like there is somebody who's trying to control what you do, where you go, how you do stuff. And it's like, that's not how it's supposed to go. And it's impossible to force that on somebody. You'll be living like the Stepford Wives or, you know, the Truman Show or something. People who have you doing risky. Oh, it says stay away from people who have you doing risky things. Something about attacking while you were blind. Okay, you were awake. Your third eye could have been blind, or you're like a blind justice type person. Like you don't judge people by what you see. You judge by energy. Like you go by energy, like the scales of justice. And justice is blind. So you have to weigh the energy. There were people in this star group sending bad energy towards you while you were blind and you couldn't see where it was coming from. It says something about attacking them while blind. You can hear them, but you don't know where or who is sending the attacks at first. At first, y'all could hear the people, but you couldn't, you didn't know who was doing the attack. So, you're over here, but the attack is coming over there. Like, you're hearing over here, but the attack is like sneak attacks everywhere while you're blind to the reality. It's like you're in the spiritual reality, but the physical reality is like an illusion, or you're blinded to something. So they created an illusion to throw energy at you so you won't know where it was coming from. A higher power allowed you to get to see the people sending the attacks. That's why I say at first, because then God or a higher power allowed it. They removed the cloak. The cloak was removed. And now you see everybody just doing this everywhere. And it's like, you're going to need to set stronger boundaries, and we're going to guide you through this. The Council of Light is guiding the star seeds through how to set these boundaries. So it's not antisocial, isolation, or being funny, or being selfish. No, they are being guided because there's a major attack going on in the spirit realm to sabotage this rising star tribe. They put someone unqualified at your gate waters and let people play in your astral waters. It says, God gave you the time to clean out and bring balance to show how and who is who. So when they came in, God allowed it, but God had to allow you to be able to see that to clear your house out. There's two females. They may be sisters or a mom and daughter. They need a life raft to save them from the deep end. The people they started with are mostly grounded. There's some sibling rivals among this group that was started, allowing other groups to just dip in there. It was like the distraction was to tear up a sibling group so that outsiders, other beings, can dip in and dip out whenever they want it without fully understanding but enjoying the perks. This unit need more women of divine balance that's needed for this unit. They said more women of divine balance is needed for this star civilization. So they're pushing for a generation of feminine energy, fertile energy. That has been going on since Mother's Day. Such a, wow. All right, so that's for boundaries. So someone started a water fight in your energy. This you in prayer, clear your energy, trying to, rise to the occasion of what God is calling you to be. These people starting a whole water fight in your energy. And God allowed you to clean them out. And if you get caught in the crossfire, they said, fire back. Ain't that something? Protect yourself and return that stuff back to sender. Somebody put you in an unfair fight in your energy. Like, how you in somebody's energy raging? Like, this you sitting here, you got somebody over here and somebody over here, and they up here just trying to fight all in your energy, and you like, and they just trying to do all this stuff in your energy, and it's like, you feel it, and it's like, what is going on? So, stronger boundaries. What do you need from these people? Who are they? So let's see. Let's pick up with your houses, your suns, and your planet. So we have for the mind, body, the spirit, mental, and physical nurturing that's needed for this particular house. In the third house, it talks about making, it's like the action that you're needing to take is by making the right connections. So we are on the right track with, from the past South Node, you're learning about friendships and partnerships and remembering about your goals and what they mean to you. And when it comes to the highest ideals, and you're being told to demonstrate that. So in Sagittarius, you're aiming for spiritually your highest ideals. So you're making the right connections that aligns with your higher self, your higher calling, and you're going to be able to demonstrate it fully, and the sun is going to back you up. It's going to be fire. Like, everything is going to make you very happy. It's the sun card. 'Cause you're the sunflower. And then your mental action that is needed is the idea in question. You know what the idea in question is? Whatever it is that y'all trying to do. The rules of that. Make sure you have structure. Because last time it was no order. So now this is where boundaries is coming into place. What is it that you're willing to, how far are you willing to bend? Grandmama them says bend, don't break. Like the bamboo. Bamboo could be resonate for you. Could resonate with you. So yeah, and realize what is fair, what is not fair. The sun is going to keep things illuminated for you. So just be mindful that your mental action is to, get the ideal questions together and make sure that you establish structure in the rule system and how you want to enforce these things. So moving forward, people will realize that you ain't playing. You really about that action, and the sun is here to make it happen. All right, and so physically, the action that you're being told to take is to get your ideas going. It's time to get them going. Now you got them in question. You know what to do. Now it's time to get them going, and get them going in Sagittarius when it's time to get out in the world. That's that traveling card. So in third house, you are getting your ideas going, and in conjunction with Sagittarius is get it out to the world and act like a leader with the sun energy. So lead the way, light the way. You are the light. Following the light, you're on that path. You are the middle pillar right now. And right now, these are the actions that you guys are being told to take. Because prior, remember the boundary story. That story is kind of sad. Wasn't it melancholy? Did y'all feel melancholy? I felt a bit melancholy with that story. But I see the boundaries and the reason why. And the universe is like, fire back. And this ain't nothing but fire that's going to be... You can't be throwing fire at the sun. Then you got fiery Sagittarius right here. So, the outcome... Here is the outcome when it comes to third house. Your ideas and insights will... your ideas and insights to understand the creation of. So, you're going to be able to get the outcome that you want when it comes to your ideas. You're going to be able to gain the insight and the understanding where people actually see what it is that you are developing. And you're going to be able to create more. You're going to be able to have fruitful and prosper off of the creations of those ideas that you are bringing about. And so mentally, what the outcome is going to be is like your short-term thinking and trips and things like that. So when it comes to the outcome of that, that's coming from the ideas that you had in question when it comes to where you're going to take it, how far you want to go with it. And this is the short trip. So little, however you see your short trips, okay? But this is going to be needed with wisdom too. So don't forget the rules, the dynamic of how you want this to sit and look and be established and enforced. Make sure you continue to be open to sacred wisdom, sacred knowledge, and those who are younger than you that might have some sort of insight they want to help bring to the table, which is useful and helpful. And so with the sun energy, the outcome of that is the gaining of the respect for or from those people who you want to see this. The sun is very illuminating. And with Sagittarius energy ruled by Jupiter, that is expansive. That is huge energy right there, okay? So physically, who or what is around you is the outcome of you getting your things going. So you got to be mindful of who's going to be around you or what's going to be around you. And just be ready for it, because that's going to result from the understanding of you establishing your rules and your structure of how this is supposed to go and how you want it ran and who's going to be positioned where to do it. Now, everybody is understanding one accord. That is establishing where people are in your life. That creates boundaries. People know how far they could take you with you. Remember, bend but don't break. So the things brought to life or light with the sun is the outcome. So the sun in this situation is going to bring forth those things to life. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of light to what it is that you've been creating, and you've been creating life. Okay, and God wants you to have it and enjoy it more abundantly. Okay, so the frequency that this star nation is on, because that right there, hey, that's where you guys are at right now. So Teal Swan Frequency Tarot. All right, we have here synchronicity. We have card number 59 with synchronicity, and card number 44 on the bottom here with perceive. So maybe you're in certain dimensional arts. Maybe you can see the dimensional art here, 10D, 12D. Synchronicity, it fell in a challenge. So let's see what it said. God, these words are so small. If you have drawn this card upright, you can be sure that divine forces are at play in your circumstances. There is a particularly meaningful relationship between the things you are lining up with at this time. You are a creator, and at this time, your focus and energy is bringing forth that which you require into physical manifestation. Be conscious of the thoughts you are thinking. The time between the thought and its physical appearance will be quick. Get clear about what you desire in your life. All forces in the universe are working with you to bring your desires to fruition. If that ain't the frequency of what we are in right now with you guys is Karma card, Oracle messages, I don't know what it is. Very powerful energy, you guys. So let's get you the star seed message. I don't think they're asking for tarot messages on this. But listen and follow your synchronicities. Keep practicing your frequency of synchronicities. It has been a challenge for you guys. There has been some losses, but you guys have been working independently on yourselves and getting out of those mental, what they call that, despair energy, and actually diving deep and doing some soul searching as you come to a completion of a cycle. All right, Holy Angels, let's get this Starseed Oracle message to our collective, and thank you. You are not for everyone, okay? You are not for everyone, it says here. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Now you guys are on the North Node. Remember, the other video, you guys are on the South Node, coming out the South Node. That was the preview, right? Now, with your Starseed Oracle message, you're being told that you're not for everyone, and you are to embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Your true north is your weirdness, and it's okay. It's gonna happen again. Let's get you the message here. Very simple art here, but I feel like this energy is speaking to me right here. All right. All right, so it says, the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. But it's also filled with those who will love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them, and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. It says, keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, okay? It says to own your weirdness, to let the world see who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature. Not to dim your light according to who is in your presence. To own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. So your Starseed Soul Inquiry says, how can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think? And if you guys understand what the boundary says, what do you want? It is to feel included. Something going on with the solar plexus energy. It feels so weird. You know, it feels weird. Show me this energy on this solar plexus, please. Something hard to say. Knight of Wands energy. Ace of Pentacles. No longer confused about an offer here. Jesus Christ. Look at this paranormal app. It says heart. And it was red. Like the energy was so, jeez. So somebody's coming out of confusion. Somebody's turned on by somebody too, by the way. All right, Star Family. I had to see what the heck that was. Yeah, that is the truth. Something about a partnership. Somebody's thinking about that. It's true. They are soul searching, going within. Alright, Star Family. I don't need to do anything else to get you a... Oh, I do have a Gateway Oracle message for you. The Gateway of Light. Thank you so much, Spirit Team. The Gateway of Light. Here's the message for the Divine Collectives. This is the Gateway of Light activation card. Oh, this is in reverse. I don't want it. Akashic Stargate. Align with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. You're on your north node. You're on your north node. Akashic Stargate, guys. Do you see all those portals and crossroads? There's no wrong path. That's what the Spirit said. It says a Stargate is a portal that can take us through space and time to a whole other universe. It's based on the concept of the Einstein-Rosen bridge. It says, or what is also known as the wormhole, where a speculative structure linking different points of space-time is created. In spirituality, a Stargate is less about traveling on the physical three-dimensional level and more about making progress on the spiritual. A feature of many spiritual traditions is the idea that all of us have a Stargate in our heart that connects us with the center lattice of consciousness, the divine matrix. It says the Buddha acknowledged we were the universe, while Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. The Akashic Stargate transports us to a space where we are given the opportunity to make a decision to accelerate the realization of our life purpose. So to connect, it says to visualize yourself at a crossroad. Tune in to the direction that feels most joyful, light, and loving. Imagine yourself walking that road. See all that it brings. And your message is, whenever the Akashic Stargate is presented to you, is because you're at a critical point on your journey. You have the opportunity to move in a particular direction, and you have to make a decision that can feel overwhelming, and you may be waiting for someone or something to make the decision for you, but you aren't here to walk a path that was set for you. You're here to walk a path that you have chosen. The next phase of your journey cannot unfold until you decide which way to go. Know that whatever direction you take and whatever decision you make, you'll always be on the right path. No matter how you get there, you'll always end up in a similar space. Always know that purpose isn't about doing your duty. It's about living life and experiencing joy. Okay? Look at the bottom of Thoth with light codes. Light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. A lot of divine magic. Hecate. That was a different language. That was a different accent because I call her Hecate. Interesting. Somebody got an accent. Something on the left side, left energy. All right, now let's get you adjusted. Yeah, you're not for everybody. So listen to your healed heart, you guys. Those portals. Listen to your heart. Not your head. And we have the sun backing the energy up with your planet here. It's something about dancing. And let's get one more. A good measure. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right, we got two. Good measure. We got pleasures at the bottom here. So keep going. Keep going, collective. Don't stop. Don't give up. And we have ascended masters. Your higher self, your higher power, your leaders, your council of light, your ascended masters. Thank you guys. As we release these energies, we let go. And we say thank you so much for the reading. This is a very good reading, Star Tribe. I wish you guys luck with this. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. I hope that you like this kickoff to this new season that we're in. We're in season 4 now. So be sure to hit like and subscribe and put the notification bell on so you know when I do post my videos. So I'll see you guys later.